ERIC is an online library of education research sponsored by the Institute of Education Sciences, or IES. ERIC has been serving the education field since 1966. The collection has more than 1.7 million records of journal articles and gray literature. ERIC places a high priority on quality indexing. Nevertheless, changes will always be needed for a small percentage of records to keep the collection accurate and up to date. This video presents ERIC's working policy on making changes to records and describes the key types of changes we address. Many of the changes made to ERIC records originate from ERIC Help Desk requests from authors, publishers, and users. ERIC's working policy is to review these requests, verify that the changes are warranted, prioritize critical changes, and update a set of existing records each month. Our first step is to verify that the requested changes are warranted. To do this, we review the request, the original PDF, if available, and the publisher's website. We may also consult other relevant sources, such as WorldCat, the ISSN portal, or other citation resources such as PubMed or JSTOR. If we cannot verify that a change is warranted, then the record will not be changed in ERIC. For example, we will not add an author name to the record if the name is not found on the article on the publisher's website. We also consult our internal working guidelines to see if the data in the record is formatted as required. Our working guidelines help ensure consistency in ERIC records. This is especially important when the material could be indexed in multiple ways. For example, ERIC is sometimes asked to change the date on an article when the publication date spans multiple years. For consistency, we use the most recent year for the publication date, rather than the earlier year or a multi-year span. When a change to a record is warranted, we determine whether it needs to be prioritized for update. Changes that affect a user's ability to search for records are considered to be critical. These changes are assigned the highest priority. Some examples of critical changes are misspelled or missing author names, misspellings in an article title, and discrepancies in the publication date or other citation information. ERIC also addresses broken links to publisher websites. These publisher-provided links help users find content that is not available in full text in ERIC. Broken links can occur when a journal moves to a new publisher, or when a publisher changes its website or goes out of business. When publishers go out of business, we will not be able to provide a replacement link to the full text. Their content may be lost forever. This is one reason we encourage publishers to allow ERIC to display their full text. We use digital object identifiers, or DOIs, whenever they are available to permanently identify and link to articles in journals that are actively published. ERIC does not edit or otherwise revise PDFs that will display full text, and we will not make editorial revisions to records in the collection. These types of requests often come from individual authors. They may involve minor word changes in the abstract, or replacing an author's name that is shown on the original publication. ERIC will not make these kinds of changes. If you are an author using the online submission system, make sure that the PDF and the data you enter in ERIC's online form are accurate and final before submitting them to ERIC. ERIC regularly updates published records based on prioritized changes. Changes in ERIC records will also be reflected in the download files used by commercial vendors and other ERIC providers. These providers set their own schedules for updating the data in their systems. There might be a delay between a record being updated in ERIC and that revision being available from third-party providers. For more information about ERIC, see the following resources.